Hello everybody, this is Simon with Let's Play Sonic Unleashed. It is time for our last regular night level. In order to get there, I'm just going to show real quick how to do it. It's a little bit annoying, but it's not a big deal, and at least we get a free extra life out of the deal. It would probably be faster to go up here in daytime and then switch it again, but it's okay, it's fine. I just didn't consider that last time, so don't mind me. This is how you get here at night. These annoying spring things where you always have to mash the button for just a little while longer than you think, because it is already maximally extended, but okay, whatever. Jungle Joyride Night Act 2. An interesting final exam. I feel like this stage is a little bit more interesting, complete, and you know, has a few more paths and general things going for it than the actual main level has, which is nice, and it's always nice going back to some quite good music. You might also be able to tell that this part of the stage is completely new, and I feel like this is basically going backwards through the part of the stage that was cut from the original, because we are in fact going to end, whoops, at a door that looks like the one that was conspicuously in the final area of the actual level we played. So again, this is all completely new, and it starts with some very annoying platforming, because as usual, no shadow on the moving platforms, and you instantly die upon touching the water. And you have to do the weird grab things, so this is basically already like a hard mode version of a level that we never saw the normal mode on, so it's, yeah. Anyway, so what you are doing here is basically go here and then go on this platform if you want to be safe, and we have this kind of difficult path here, and as usual the game knows it, that's why they put an extra life here, to reach this platform here, and then you wait a bit. Unless you're very confident about your dash jumping abilities, which I was not at this point in time. And we have reached the first checkpoint after only 3 deaths or so, so that's fine. Don't start shooting me while you're loading into the cutscene. This is already quite a difficult fight, because you might be able to tell that our favorite enemies, the fire wizards, are reused here. We do have the water barrels, I can see them there in the corners, but at this point I was like, okay, just deal with that guy real quick and then I can unset myself on fire. However, I didn't even realize that I was really quickly dying here, and at this point I was like, oh, looking at my health bar, and yeah, to just simply burn to death, that's fun. Okay, so we have to watch this again for some reason, and this time I try to be a little bit smarter, take out these guys first without touching the fire wizard, but Sonic always has very wide swings, at least the way I play it, and then you get hit by the fire wizard anyway, because you hit him with one of the swings. And then I get set on fire, and yes, even after touching the water barrel, he immediately shoots at me, and I destroyed these water barrels, and I didn't even get extinguished, so that's very, very nice as well. There is one more water barrel here in the corner, but I get hit again, because we are in a very closed space here, even though the camera doesn't make it seem like it, but this is, you can't really get far away from the fire wizard. So I'm almost dead again. Great stuff, and there is more, oh boy, excellent. But at least there is no more fire wizard here, only a normal one, so I have unleashed juice now, and I can quickly take care of these guys without dying again. This is also what the shielding is for. I was a little bit careful here, but finally I prevailed here, and hey, there is another wizard. These always take forever to spawn in, I don't know why, it's very strange. Another guy left here. Are we done yet? No, there is another wizard. Oh boy, that's great stuff. So please die. Yes. Thank you. And there is another wizard. Oh god. I don't know why this keeps happening. It is so weird. It definitely is the same issue that I had in Shaman Night as well. Finally, we are done with this segment here, and I'm already going to tell you I have to replay this a few more times, so joy. But I get better at it. So anyway, we activate these platforms. For some reason, I don't quite know what purpose the button serves. I mean, they could have just had the platforms here, but okay. The one thing is, however, that we are now put on a time limit, because these platforms are falling, and I just so did it. And yep, grabbing up on these, oof, oof, oof. And we can see here that the puzzle with the leaves is reused here, and now it's actually a bit more of a puzzle because this is the start of the plant and there is the finish of the plant with the full flower, as you can tell. So we have to find the other two steps first, and unsurprisingly they're up here. So let's see what waits here. Is it a combat arena? Maybe? Oh, it is. That's very surprising. And of course, because we spawn into a cutscene and don't get control for a while, that means that we automatically have the mosquitoes here aggroed, which is really annoying. I know I keep calling them different insects. I don't care what they actually are. What I do know is that they are really, really annoying. But I'm figuring out ways to deal with them. In this case, the instant wave attack that you get from guarding and then hitting the X button did help, so that's something. And as we already know, charge attacks do something, and I do feel like if you wait until they have attacked and then immediately retaliate, then it might work sometimes, but didn't work here because it immediately started dodging again. So in the end, I don't really know. I don't really have a good tactic for them. Sometimes it works out just fine, especially when they're just spawning in and you can alpha strike them from behind. But sometimes it's just like, ah yeah, no, you don't get to attack them for 5 minutes, so great stuff. Here, for example, I could easily do an alpha strike on these enemies, so that's nice. But it doesn't always work. Now they're blocking, but of course we know what to do against that. As we are now in the last world of the game, you can already tell that the enemies are getting quite durable. This move used to eradicate them, but even though I have been keeping up with upgrading my damage, I don't feel like I'm underleveled in any way. You know, I'm not like going out of my way to farm or anything. I did all the side content after all. I think that the game kind of smartly scales how much you have to invest into your stats with how much you can expect the enemies to drop. So if it requires you to, say, put 30 bars into attack, now we have 26 bars just from playing normally, so again it kind of makes sense. And this button was hidden. Anything down here? Because I know I've been sensibilized to these kinds of things, but no. We now go back to the fourth button, so everything is going smoothly so far. That is nice. You can tell on the side. You can also go back up to the first button if you have to. Foreshadowing. And then these guys spawn, and oh yeah, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Because now we have to do a long grab chain, and this is always a little bit janky, so I don't know how the timing for the electric guy works out. Maybe like this. That's excellent. Oh, I missed. Oh, that's super annoying. And then, for whatever reason, I am out of the grab hitbox area for all of the guys, and I die profusely, and I hate it because I have to do this fight again. You don't have to see this, of course. I am nice like that. I am also using the uppercut move. Bold of me, I know, because I crashed the game once, but whatever. And as you can tell here, the first button got unpressed. So this is what happens if you screw up the puzzle. Now I have to go back here. And as I have foreshadowed, fortunately, you can easily get back up to the first button. And then we go back around to the other two buttons. A little bit busy work here, but obviously I'm going to try and do the fight first so that I don't have to keep redoing stuff if I happen to fail the fight. Okay, back here. Activate this button again. You know, I could have sped this up, but it's a bit of a pain in the ass with my recording software because it keeps desyncing, and also if I suffered through it, maybe you should too. Now that's a bad attitude to have. I'm sorry, I'm trying to delete it. So, can I do this now and also with getting the medal? I was just wondering about this path here, but it's fine. Like, I never went to the side. I think this is kind of bad timing, isn't it though? It is great stuff, but fortunately it doesn't really matter. You can do this. Excellent. And now I am in front of it and it works, and I almost glitched into the wall and fell down again, which would have been really annoying. I would have hated it, but it worked and I have reached another checkpoint. Ah, there's a big health here, which I don't need. It's a little bit annoying because it is going to despawn. Was there a record to the top left? I don't actually know if I got this in gameplay. Oh, do I have to replay the stage again? God damn it. Ah, we will see. I didn't notice it until now. Well, anyway, this fight is kind of a final exams fight. I strongly remember getting to this when I first played the game and getting my ass handed to me, because I had done different upgrades, I hadn't done all of the side contents that you saw me do in the Let's Play here. I wasn't focusing that much on combat techniques, I was generally just worse at the game, and these guys can obliterate you. You're going to see that, but this is a very long fight, like we are not even close to halfway through. I just destroyed my one chance of healing, and in general, if you don't use Unleash smartly, if you don't break their blocks like this, for example, if you don't focus on the wizards and you don't have a good tactic to take out the hornets, this can really put the hurt on you, and it did for quite a while. I remember spending like half an hour here dying constantly, and if you die, of course you don't start with the full Unleash juice, and that makes the whole affair even more difficult. I'm basically going for a few of the finishes here as usual, in the vain hope that maybe if I do this enough, then I can grind up enough points so I can get the S rank, even though I died and don't get the points for the first fight. But it's not gonna work out. I'll have to replay this for the S rank, so yeah, but that's fine. I haven't also found all of the secrets, so that's something that I will have to go back for anyway. Secrets that I know that I haven't found, like one medal, I think at least one medal, and definitely one book. But yeah. Oh yeah, the wizards can also dodge if they want to, which is again quite annoying, but at least at this point we are somewhat safe from the amount of enemies, but you can tell already, I'm already at half health again. Let's throw a box at this guy. Oh, it didn't do anything. Why? I don't know why they put these boxes here and why they don't work. Also, I don't know why I screwed up this button input. I was like a bit frazzled, I guess, after finally beating this in the first try, because it has been quite a while. As I said, in the last time when I played, it was a menace. But yeah, this door is now open, and it seems like this could feasibly be the other side of the waterfall room. In this case, obviously there is a separate platform here, it doesn't line up, but I feel like this might be a way how they split up the level originally, and I feel like maybe if I had gotten 300k this would have been it, but yeah, we have to replay anyway. There is a sun medal missing, as you could tell. We do have a lot of bars, and the combat is still pretty cheap, so again I feel like strength is now that expensive that I would have to actively go out of my way or save up a long time for it. And now life and Unleash are also getting up there in cost, so again I feel like the internal balancing of the game is generally working. I don't know why I got this one again, I think it looked intransparent for some reason, but obviously here there is a side path up right, and I did not do this the first time, especially did not do it correctly, so now I'm going to try and specifically go for it. So we go on this platform here, and then I want to go to the platform to the side, but the timing didn't work out at all, and of course Sonic can't just wait in the water for a second until the platform lifts him back up. The water is instantly and permanently lethal because, I don't know, he combusts internally because of osmotic pressure, so that's not how it works. So I decided to just skip it, and I feel like this worked out perfectly well. I tried to do this the first time, oh yeah, off screen, great stuff. There is this grapple point, I was like, where do I go now? But yeah, well, sometimes you gotta trust the game. It worked out, but they shouldn't have to trust the game. The camera should be better there, by the way. But anyway, this is how that worked out, and now I'm in a different position directly next to the fire wizard. Oh boy. But at least I could now take out some more of the ranged flowers without having to wait for them to fire at me in the cutscene. Not that this does damage, by the way, just for the record, but it's still a little bit weird. Now I take out the fire wizard immediately, get extinguished or not, because once again you have to be much closer to the fire. That's great stuff, to the water. Cool, I always like this. And while I'm busy with the other enemies, I keep missing the enemies' attacks. So this is just a difficult area in general. But I noticed that there is a full heal here, so I saved that up, killed the fire wizard, just tanked it, whatever. And now we are done with fire wizard issues. And we can wait for normal wizards to spawn in, this guy to finally die. Yeah, it's not a very fun arena, but at least now I know how it works. I could do the first part a lot better. and I can already start putting up a few points. I know that, of course, if I want the S rank, then I will have to get some more points in the end, and I will have to make sure that I don't die. That's basically it, because I'm already got here 29,000, 30,000. This is probably exactly the amount of points that were in the end missing from my final unsuccessful attempt last time, and that's why I only got the A rank. So this time I made sure to kill the wizards a little bit earlier so that I could have a bit more smooth of an experience with them spawning in. But overall, you still have to wait for the last wizard here, obviously. But at least he despawned a little bit quicker. This time I also have a bunch more unleashed juice, that's also nice. And we are now continuing with the rest of the stage, and at this point I feel like I don't have anything more to say, except that it's a bit weird that now, because I took the shortcut, which is nice, it's cool that the level has that, I would leave you now with the rest of the S rank run. There is nothing much more to add. You can watch this in the background, you can skip ahead and see how I deal with the final fight in this run. But overall there is no more surprises here, everything just works out, and this means that I'm signing off early, and thank you very much for your attention.